Why does love fade even when we find what we're looking for? You got the partner. So why does it still feel like something's missing? This video explores how true happiness in relationships isn't found in reaching a goal. It's in growing together, constantly. Welcome to Be One With Me, as we journey together to be the best we can. We find true happiness in the pursuit of the kind of relationships we deeply desire. But once we're in a relationship, once we have what we thought we were looking for, we often lose our sense of direction. That spark that once pushed us forward can start to fade. Without growth or intentional connection, we fall into patterns of passive happiness, surface-level comfort that helps us ignore the lack of true progress. That's part of why so many relationships fall apart. When we stop evolving together, the relationship stalls. But honestly, when we keep growing side by side, the journey becomes something we both enjoy. A relationship isn't a destination. It's a living, moving experience that demands presence and commitment. At the start, it usually feels effortless. We're attracted to someone who shares our desires, our values, our dreams. In those early conversations, everything lines up. We're talking about love, companionship, a shared future. It feels like fate, like something solid we can build on. And in a way, that early alignment is a kind of destination. But once we get there, once we've found the relationship, we have a choice. Stay stuck at that stop, trying to maintain the feeling, or keep moving forward together. That's where true happiness lives, in the movement, not in the maintenance. We experience genuine joy when we align our lives with someone else, when we plan for the future together, when we shape our days around shared time and intention. But when that alignment breaks down, or when it's not enough, we start to slip into passive happiness again. We distract ourselves, we romanticize the past, we chase comfort instead of connection. And while physical attraction is important, it can easily fool us into thinking we're experiencing true happiness, when really we're just riding the high of infatuation. If we don't recognize the difference, we get lost. That's not to say real happiness doesn't exist in relationships. It absolutely does. But the moments we feel it most are the ones where we're doing the work, communicating, adjusting, growing, dreaming together. A truly fulfilling relationship evolves from we're so in love to we are creating something meaningful together. The difference is subtle but deep. One is a feeling based on chemistry and early compatibility. The other is a shared commitment to keep moving toward something better, something lasting. The only way to keep building true happiness in a relationship is to keep realigning your values, your goals, and your connection over time. Too often, relationships fail because communication breaks down, or because partners grow in different directions. We've all heard it, or lived it. We don't talk like we used to, or we want different things now. When that happens, many couples try to patch the cracks with moments of temporary pleasure, buying gifts, booking spontaneous getaways, planning romantic weekends. These moments can help for a while, but they're not sustainable. Eventually we fall back into the same patterns, and if nothing deeper changes, someone eventually reaches their limit and says, "I can't do this anymore." That's when things often get messy. It's just, so much easier to blame than to take responsibility. But it doesn't have to end that way. If you're feeling like your relationship could be better, it really can. But there are a few truths we have to get straight. First, 1, you can't change your partner or make them feel something. 2, you are responsible for your own happiness. 3, you are not responsible for anyone else's happiness. Once you fully own these truths, you can show up in the relationship from a grounded, honest place. Beyond romantic partnerships, there are other relationships that shape our sense of fulfillment and connection. If we have children at home, it's not just about loving them. It's about showing up with intention. Our responsibility isn't just to our kids, it's to the future. We have to model what healthy relationships look like. Teach them how to navigate life with empathy, respect, and purpose. And if our kids are grown, that job doesn't end. We still have wisdom to share, and being there for them, really being there, adds meaning to our lives and keeps the family bond alive. If we don't have children, or if they're no longer a central part of our day-to-day lives, we can still find rich, rewarding connections by mentoring, guiding, or simply being present for others. Watching someone light up because of something you taught them, seeing that aha moment, it keeps us connected to our own youth and reminds us that we matter. The adults we'll see in the world tomorrow are a reflection of how we show up today. Everyone has something to offer. Everyone can plant seeds that grow. Friendships, community ties, and even professional relationships matter just as much. Our relationships with friends, neighbors, co-workers, and others round out who we are. They bring depth, laughter, support, and accountability. And when we show up with honesty and care, those connections become part of our happiness. Same goes for our relationships with bosses, employees, and customers. When we operate with kindness and integrity, it creates a ripple effect that can come back to us in ways we don't always expect. Like the old saying goes, what goes around comes around. And in the realm of relationships, that truth is undeniable. When we invest in connection, it pays back, not just emotionally, but spiritually and energetically. It makes us and the world around us better. Subscribe to this channel, like and share this video, and let me know in the comments about your views on finding happiness in our relationships. Visit beonewithme.com. More is coming, from the heart for the soul. Check out one of these videos and remember, a smile can make someone's day. The right words may change their life. Be you. Be one with me.